Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's stretch and release class on the Pilates Tower. I'd really love it if you'd like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Get comfy on your mat, lying on your back with your feet on the mat, knees bent. You'll need a belt or a stretchy band nearby. You will also use the push-through bar attached to one red spring at the top of the tower eventually. So lying on your back, take several big, deep breaths, hands on the bottom rib cage, breathing deep into the front, side, and back of the lungs, and then exhaling completely, knitting your ribs together. Inhaling, feel the fingers come apart. Exhale, feel the center of your body knitting together. One more big deep breath, then place the strap that you have nearby around your right ankle. You're going to hold both ends of the strap behind your ankle with your right hand. Then with your foot on the mat, walk it away from you just an inch or two until you feel a stretch in the right side of your shoulder near the deltoid, your bicep tendon. Place your left hand on your right temple area of your head, and then while you're looking up to the sky, side bend your neck, bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder, and breathe and stretch. Release your head back to neutral, then rotate so you turn your head to the left, and with your left hand pull on the back of your head gently, bringing your chin towards your armpit. Head stays resting on the mat. Breathe deep into the right side of the neck and lungs, inhaling and exhaling to stretch the trapezius muscle in the back of your neck and upper back. Release the stretch and do this on the other side. Place the band around your left ankle. Hold on to both ends of the band really close to the back of your ankle with your left hand. Place the foot on the mat. Walk your foot down the mat a few inches until you feel a stretch in your bicep tendon next to the outside of your shoulder. Then place your right hand on the left side of your head. Slide your right ear towards your right shoulder, and stay there for several big deep breaths as you stretch. Release the hand from your head and we'll rotate the face to the right, ear towards the mat, and then pull on the back of the head gently, bringing your chin towards your shoulder or armpit to stretch more into the trapezius muscle in the back of your neck and upper back. Release the stretch and release the band from your ankle. Place the band around your right foot. Extend your leg up to the sky and stretch that right hamstring. If you can, lengthen your left leg down on the mat, gently pulling that leg towards your face, reaching your heel up to the ceiling. Bend and straighten your knee, lubricating that knee joint and extending the heel towards the sky every time. Now keep your legs straight and stretch that hamstring, pulling the leg towards your face. To add to the stretch, you can pick your left leg up off the mat and hold it up for several seconds. That will add to the hamstring stretch if you choose. Cross the midline with your top leg to stretch the IT band, breathing deeply, keeping your footprint flat on the ceiling, pulling your right pinky toe towards your right outer hip. My IT band is tight, so sometimes I have to bend my knee a time or two to release it. Remember to relax the head, neck, and shoulders and breathe deeply to stretch. Open your right leg to the side to get an inner thigh stretch. Let's keep the left leg straight. Sometimes I bend it on a turnout, but today let's keep it straight so your legs are in the shape of an L to get deep into that inner thigh. Return the leg to the ceiling and switch feet. Stretching the hamstring on the left leg, lengthen your right leg down. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Bend and straighten your knee several times to lubricate the knee joint and to add to your hamstring stretch. See if the stretch gets better as you straighten that leg each time. Last bend, now stretch, pull that leg towards your face and stretch some more, breathing deep into the back of your lungs, relaxing your head, your neck, your shoulders, and your pelvis. Keep your footprint flat on the ceiling as you cross the midline to stretch the IT band. And then inner thigh stretch, open that leg to the side. If you can, keep your right leg nice and straight. Lift your leg to the ceiling, put both feet in that strap and pull those legs toward your face, keeping your feet flexed, drawing your toes toward your nose, breathing deeply. It's okay if your tailbone lifts off the mat here as you stretch. Release the stretch, place your strap down by your side and hug your knees in towards your abdomen to release your hips and low back. I'd like you to come up to a seated position and then to standing. You're going to remove the strap and place it away from you. You do not need it. You do need to put your push-through bar up on one red spring hooked to the top of your tower. I have my red spring attached to the center of the top of my tower, and then I place that spring on, have a seat facing the push-through bar. Your feet will be against the posts, hands wide on the bar. Grow tall through the spine, inhale, and then exhale with straight elbows. Contract your deep low abdominals and curl down and back, pressing the bar down and through your legs and round your back over your lap and stretch. When you've gone as far as you can, roll backwards, keeping the elbows straight, and then press the bar up to the ceiling, stretch forward. Inhaling as you move, exhaling into the stretch in each direction. Roll the torso backwards, bone by bone, until the bar gets way up to the sky. Hinge up at the top, stay there, and we'll go into circular saw. Take your right hand towards the left post and twist, looking under your armpit. Then inhale, sweep around to the back of the room. Lift the arm up by your ear, side bend to the left. Inhale, reach the arm to the back corner of your mat. Exhale, push your push-through bar up as you twist. Inhale, that right arm wraps around to the back corner of your mat, up and over, side bending to the left. Inhale, the right arm reaches to the back of the room. Exhale, twist. I'm holding on to the post each time because I can reach them, but you don't have to. You're just going to aim towards your opposite foot from where your hand is. Switch hands. Right hand goes to the push-through bar. Left hand reaches towards your right ankle. Hold and stretch for a moment, pushing the bar up to the sky. Then inhale, sweep that left arm around to the back corner of your mat, and then up by your ear and over to the right you bend. Inhale, sweep back and around, reaching underneath you to the opposite side of your room. Take that left arm out, back behind you, then up and over, side bend. Rotate the spine, reach to the back, and then twist to the right, pushing the bar up. Continue. Keep your right hand on the bar, grow tall. Go ahead and place your feet over to the left long edge of your mat. So both hands are going to be on the push-through bar here. Your chest is rotated to the right, facing the push-through bar. With your feet on or hanging towards the floor, go ahead and tip your chin and bend down as you push the bar through the tower or towards the tower, rounding over, stretching your QL muscle, and then release back and push way up high. So again, both hands are on the bar. Your chest is facing the bar, but your pelvis and your knees and feet are facing the side of your room. Once you've finished a stretch at the top, go ahead and take your left hand out to the side, your right hand onto the center of the bar. Push that bar down and side stretch over, and then bend your elbow, release the bar up to the ceiling, and return your spine to tall position. And again, side bend, and return to a lifted position, and continue. All the way up to finish. From where you're sitting, place your feet up on top of the mat, facing away from the tower. Hands go wide on the push-through bar. Bend forward over your lap and lift that bar up as high as you can to the sky. Now with straight arms, press the bar down and then roll backwards with an ab curl. Then roll forward, lifting the bar up, roll backwards, pushing the bar down. This is a challenging stretch for the shoulders, so if it doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. But notice how far I am from the tower to be able to maintain the curve in my spine and the straight arms. Carefully bend forward and release one arm at a time to bring that bar up to tall position. Then turn to face the other long edge of your mat. Palm is on the bar, palm faces away from you. Press that bar down until your arm is straight, then side stretch over, keeping your sits bones evenly weighted on the mat. Then rise up, reach your bar to the sky. Bend the elbow, push the bar down and through, side bend and stretch. Inhale, rise up and release. Continue. From the top, rotate your chest to face the push-through bar, hands wide on it. Then tip your chin and bend forward, rounding over the mat as you push your bar down and through the tower. Roll back, press the bar up to the sky and stretch. Then again, down and through and stretch, trying to aim your right sit bone for the mat, and backwards, way up high to the sky. Okay, come on up, and then you're going to come to standing, take that push-through bar down, and we'll lay prone on our abdomens for swan, facing the push-through bar. So once you're down on your abdomen, make sure you're almost an arm's length away from the tower posts, and then place your hands on the push-through bar. Have your legs slightly apart and your pubic bone pushed down into the mat. Draw those shoulders up to your ears and away, keeping your elbows straight to lubricate the shoulders and get them unstuck from the rib cage. Next, when you draw your shoulders away from your ears, rise up in your head and chest. Inhale, exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, lifting up into swan. Exhale, the face comes towards the mat. As you're rising up and down, keep your abdominal muscles tight and your pubic bone pressed down into the mat, squeezing the glutes to protect your low back. Lower down, release the bar, and press back into a child's pose, sitting on your heels. Curl up the spine and then come to hands and knees, a quadruped position. I'd like you to sit back on your heels, keeping your toes tucked under, as though you're going to stand up on your feet. You can keep your hands on the mat like I'm doing here, or to add to the stretch in your feet and your legs, sit tall with your hands off the mat. Spine is erect towards the ceiling. Breathing deeply. This is a really good stretch for the feet and ankles. You'll also feel this in your hamstrings. If you'd like to add to the stretch, place your hands on the mat and pick your kneecaps up off the mat, shifting your weight back towards your heels, balancing on your toes that are flexed against the mat. And just hold here and breathe. Again, a really good stretch for the feet. Softly lower your knees to the mat, release your feet and ankles, and then pull your right knee up in front of you in a bent position for pigeon pose. Lengthen your left leg out on the mat behind you, and if you choose, lean forward like I am for resting pigeon, breathing deeply and relaxing your hips into this stretch. You can stay bent forward or lift the spine up to a tall position as you continue the stretch for several more big deep breaths. And switch legs, left leg coming up in front of you, right leg reaching back behind you. Lean forward over your front bent knee to stretch the left piriformis muscle and a lot of other things like your hips, your right thigh or quad hip flexor. Maybe you'll feel this in the hamstrings as well, but just try to relax into it and breathe. If it bothers the front knee, flex that foot really strong to protect it. Continue the stretch with the spine lifted tall if you choose. Release your stretch and then sit tall with either your feet on the floor or legs cross-legged. Sitting tall on your sits bones, take several big, deep breaths, growing through the spine, lifting your spine up and out of your pelvis, thanking yourself for coming to this practice today, allowing your body to rest and restore and recoup. One more big, deep breath. And you did it. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week.